那我找就行，销售机不应该带吗？不带你发什么广告？你发什么广告？你对我就发广告。你不发广告，他找你，我就来。
ため、皆様できれいなご案内が遅れております。機内準備が整い、皆様のきれいなご案内が早まる場合もございますので、恐れ入りますが。
イヤホンや充電ケーブルをおしまいください。携帯電話などの電子機器は機内モードに切り替えの上、Wi-Fi 機能がオフになっているかご確認ください。また、機内モードのない携帯電話をお伺いいたします。ご協力ありがとうございます。
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Shandong Air Flight Safety Announcement. Meanwhile, let's feel the spring city charm of Jinan.
After entering the cabin, please put your luggage on the rack. No item is allowed at the emergency exit or in the aisle. For passengers seated at the emergency exit, please read through the instruction card. If you are not entitled to the seat, please inform the steward and change to another seat. During aircraft takeoff and descent, please remain seated upright with your seat back in the fully upright position. Ensure tray tables, footrests, and foot pedals are stowed.
Not inflated enough. You could pull out the two tubes from the upper part of the vest and blow into them. Do remember that do not inflate it in the cabin, but inflate it at the exit during emergency evacuation. In case of emergency, follow the crew's instructions. When the aircraft evacuation, in case of forced landing, please take off your high-heeled shoes.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. 起行李架。下机时，请您携带好所有随身物品。后到山。
200块钱人民币换100块钱马来西亚的。
また、搭乗していないお客様は、すぐに搭乗ゲート29にお進みください。ありがとうございます。
和山东航空公司的航班，我们将向您介绍飞行安全注意事项，并一同感受全程济南的魅力。
进入客舱后，请扫码超过单手可握持限制的便携式电子设备。
降号，使用时经头部传好，
ที่แรกเราพี่ว่าจะไป
再将带子从后向前扣好系紧，
คนขับ
用力拉动红色手柄，便可自。
护领事保护中心。
Enter your nationality, means of transport, flight number, city, and port of entry. Next, provide your country, city of residence, and contact phone number. If entering with a visa, select yes.
Emergency access. Thank you.
我们将在苏万纳普国际机场进港，地面温度为29摄氏度。飞机还在滑行中，请您保持安全带扣好系紧。当安全带指示灯熄灭后，请小心开车应该召回。谢谢。Dear passengers, we have just landed at Bangkok.